YouTube, what is going on? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Lat Man. What the Jake Lat Man Leonard. Greg Doucette just made this video. Greg normally is on top of things here. I'm honestly curious on what he's going to say. I know that the Lat Man, if you saw, he had his posing routine. He went boom boom with his back before he went. He competed, and I thought it was pretty funny. Greg also left a pretty positive comment on it, so I'm curious to see this video.
Jake, the Lat Man Leonard. The guy actually competed. And so we know all how this works. The guys, they have amazing physiques on social media with the best pictures, the best lighting, and so on. But once they get on the stage, they finally get exposed.
Not Dr. Mike, bro. You never let it go.
Coach Greg, in today's video, we're doing it on Jake, the Lat Man Leonard. The guy actually competed, and he's only 26 years of age. And so we know all how this works. The guys, they have amazing physiques on social media with the best pictures, the best lighting, and so on. But once they get on the stage, they finally get exposed. Only this time, it's the opposite. Bro looks much better on stage than he does when posing on social media. And so I watched his competition. Bro looked amazing. He placed 3rd out of 17, and it was his very first competition. And many of you probably wondering, is he natty? Is he not? Of course he's not natural. Come on, stop asking such stupid questions. The one critique I would have is that he could have brought in more conditioning. But remember, it's his first.
If you don't know what he's talking about with conditioning, because I'm a power lifter and I literally just known this, so if you see he's just standing here, right? You can see his muscles are obviously popping out, but they want to see the little fibers in the muscles, even when he's just standing like this. You see what I mean? So talking about seeing the inside of the muscle, the way the muscle actually works, not just being able to see the muscle, seeing in the muscle pretty much, is conditioning for idiots like me.
Competition. And so just like the Trend Twins, of which this guy has a way better physique. Remember, I have been critical of the Trend Twins. They said, we're going to be the youngest pros ever. I personally don't think the Trend Twins will be able to get an IBB Pro card, but this guy, I think he does in fact have the potential. I think if he were to step foot on stage, him versus the Trend Twins versus a guy like Sam Sulek, I do believe this guy would come out on top. And so if you're following social media influencers who have an amazing physique, I do believe this guy is at the top. This was my first show. Lots of adrenaline. Definitely did not practice a routine. Haha. I have a lot to improve on, but glad I got up there. Plan to bring a great physique and way better posing coming into the next year. He also writes, man, just couldn't hear the music at all. Also rushed my posing because just too much adrenaline. Good learning experience. Plan to break it down next year. Imagine. He didn't even practice his posing. He just showed up and got 3rd place out of 18. Clearly, it all has to do with the tan. He didn't even practice his routine. He just showed up, but because of his tan, he was able to get 3rd place. One critique I have of people who are in fact excellent posers is they don't actually hold their poses. They are great.
Yeah, also with him, he said that he made the routine in 3 days. And a lot of bodybuilders practice a routine is for months and months and months on end.
Going through the beats of the music, but they show their pose for 1/10 of a second. Not long enough for the judges to appreciate the development that they actually have. He first walks out, he's not showing his lats all that well, but suddenly he flashes them out. Does the quick pop of the lats, and you're like, wow, this is unbelievable. There's nothing wrong with this. This is entertainment. Remember, during the judges and pre-judging and so on, when you're hitting those poses, that's when the majority of judging is taking place. This is just for fun. This is for your entertainment. And are you not entertained? And yes, he does have amazing lats, but one thing he also has is amazing quads. And although he could have been slightly better conditions, he's not that far off.
They mean leaner.
It's his first competition. Why not get up on stage, have a good time with it, see if you really like it, and then in the future, you can put on more effort if you really want to. And so let's pause it right there. The front lat spread, you can see excellent quad development, in particular the vastus medialis, the teardrop muscle. He has the X-frame, the wide shoulders, and the rather small waist. His lats are very well developed. Reminds me of Chris Bumstead. The difference between a physique like C-Bum and this guy is C-Bum's waist is just so infinitesimally small. It's petite
Also
in
a little bit more
comparison.
geared. Just
He'll
a
never
little
have
bit. A
that
little bit more
tiny,
geared.
tiny waist of a guy like Chris Bumstead, but doesn't mean he can't still achieve an IFBB Pro card. Notice from the rear, you can see some glute striations. And so although he's not 4% body fat, bro is still very, very lean. Hitting the back double bicep, you can see guy has hamstrings, striations in his glutes, a small waist, and wide lats with detail from the rear. Obviously, he could hold up his elbows a little bit higher, but bro, he didn't even practice a routine. And so he's just, as we say, winging it.
Why are they
and so
just replaying
this guy,
this one
he does
part?
in fact know how to perform. And even as he poses to the side, he does the bow and arrow, the arms to the side. You can see the width of the
What is
lats.
this
Everyone
replay?
knew that Lat Man had amazing lats, but did they know that his physique was actually built to this level? From the side chest, he does need to put in a little bit more work, build up, have more impressive arms, as well as to learn how to pose the glutes and the hamstrings so that they show more development from the side. It's one thing to have the physique, but it's another thing to pose it well on stage. Side tricep, very well developed. However, you can see from the side, he's not blowing out all the air from his stomach. He's not twisting and showing off the obliques. From the side, you should be seeing the obliques. Look like you're playing a guitar. He can't play the guitar on the abs. You need to do some more work. And so it's not that he doesn't have the conditioning, it's that he doesn't know how to display it well on stage. And front double bicep, the guy just simply needs to hold the elbows a little bit higher. The biceps could be slightly higher, and you can see that they're slightly more developed on one leg than the other. It's very normal to not have completely symmetrical development from one side to the other, but that's okay. He could, for example, hold out one leg to the side, the better leg.
This one sticks
For
out
example, if
Bro.
you hold out one quad to the side, rather than posing like this, you hold out one leg to the side. That will allow the judges to see something slightly different. They won't be able to see that one leg is bigger than the other. And with the thigh and abdominal pose, you can see he has great looking abs, very blocky. He just needs to learn how to flex the obliques at the same time. So he's kind of flexing like this, showing the abs, but not showing the obliques on the side. He can work on this, pose his abs better, and look that much better. But you can see the quads, they pop. He has excellent quads, great abdominals, and so overall a very exquisite looking physique. Pops the chest back. You've seen him dancing before. Bro knows how to move, and so he's popping the chest. To me, that's just bringing in some entertainment. And back again, he's Batman, flapping his wings, posing to the crowd. To me, this is amazing. I think he should continue to do this. And not only that, I think he should up the ante. Bro can do backflips, cartwheel flips, and so on. Why not bring even more gymnastics to the stage? With these things added and some more work on his posing, I could see this guy winning the best poser for years to come. Now, in his rear lat spread, notice how he failed to flex his legs. He was doing the lat spread, looked very good, detail was amazing, but he completely relaxed his lower half. The glutes were soft, the hamstrings were not visible, and so that was a wasted pose. Had he remembered, always pose from the bottom and then raise up to the top, he would have flexed everything. And so you can see just how important it is to practice your posing. And as he walks off on stage, notice him sprinting out the door. He has the ability to pretend he's sprinting. It looks like he's running in front of the camera. You can't see what he's doing. You're thinking, what is going on right now? That is one of the things that makes Guy famous. 1.6 million followers, well-deserved for having both an amazing physique and being a great performer. My opinion is this guy, he brought it. He did not disappoint. I would give his physique a 9 out of 10. He could have brought slightly better posing with slightly better conditioning, but aside from that, I do believe he was better than most people would have expected. And so to the opposite extent, many people have hyped up the Trent twins and Sam Sulek so much that it's almost impossible for them to deliver. And you may have seen Sam Sulek training with Jay Cutler, and Sam Sulek said, "Hey, what do you think of my physique?" Jay Cutler responds, "It's decent."
Because I'm aiming for
your condition's decent.
Damn.
Okay, good.
Of which it is. It's a decent physique. Is it IFBB Pro worthy? Is it mind-blowing? Is it inconceivable that a 22-year-old on steroids for several years could look like this? I don't think so. He's certainly better than most people.
All right, steroids for 7 years. If he's 22, that means he hopped on when he was 15. I don't know about that.
people, but I do think that if he competes at slightly less than his best, he's going to disappoint many people. And in case you're wondering, he's also not a 5'6" manlet like Coach Greg. Bro is actually tall, him with his posing coach. And so,
by the way, I think I need to make a video with Lat Man because his gym that he's at, America's Gym, this is literally only like 25 minutes away from me. Man, I need to collab with him. Greg Doucette, what are you Gregging right here? What the heck?
I wrote a comment on his Instagram wall, and remember, everyone knows Greg, he gives you his honest feedback. I tell you what I actually think, tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Great physique, and I enjoyed the use of the Lat Man in the routine.
Yeah,
and so people, they noticed this, and so he actually wrote me, and remember, I've already done the video. Hey, thank you for the nice comment on my post. I know you critique a lot, so it means a lot. I'm gonna work a lot to do better and put on an even better show with a better physique. Being on stage is like a drug, and can't wait to get back out there and compete. Looking forward to seeing him get back up on stage with even more muscle and leaner with a better routine than last time. Seeing as he's simply not lacking the conditioning and...
All right, Greg is extremely harsh, but I have to take this moment to flex. I tagged him after I hit 500 on the bench, and Greg said, "Congrats." I don't even know if you could see that. And I was like, "Thanks, Greg." You know, hey, Greg changed his ways on me. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. He's just a chill guy, you know, as he once said.
Of course could get a little bit bigger. Why would he not use terkestrone and GO2 Max? If Bro gets on the terkestrone and get it from his T-plug, imagine how much better he could be in his next competition. I think Bro can actually get an IFBB Pro card. And so if you want to get what everyone's been talking about, actual terkestrone from Uzbekistan, not from the competitor brands, guys who are selling what perhaps is fake terkestrone.
I think we're done here. But, yo, appreciate you, Greg. Appreciate Greg for this video, for real. I wonder when Greg Doucette's gonna start selling like Tren and stuff like that. He's just gonna say it's like safer than the rest. What is this face right here? I stopped Greg on the worst parts, but guys, go ahead, let me know in the comments below, what did you think about this? Go check out Greg's video, and Blake Wendt signing out. Peace.